Hello students, let us continue the class. In today's class, we shall learn another important topic called as integers. We already know about natural numbers, whole numbers. Not only these, we have also learned the set of even numbers, which are the multiples of 2, the set of odd numbers, which are not the multiples of 2, prime numbers which have got only two factors, one and the number itself, and the numbers having more than two factors, composite numbers. We have learned these type of numbers along with the set of natural numbers and whole numbers. We know for counting number of toffees that we have, we can do so with the help of whole numbers like 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Now, what if we want to measure something of the value less than 0, like loss incurred while selling pen? Then there is a need of integers. So when the number is less than the value 0, like -1, -2, -3, and so on, we require the set of integers. Here I am giving you some scenario. Ishan is going for a picnic with his friends. He wants to carry cupcakes with him, but he has got only 3 cupcakes and there are 4 friends. What is he going to do now? So Ishan decided to borrow one cupcake from his sister, which he would return later. Now, how many cupcakes does he have? Earlier, he was having 3 cupcakes. Now, one more is added to that. So, the total number of cupcakes with him is 4. Now, he would give the 4 cupcakes to his 4 friends. He goes for the picnic where he gave the 4 cupcakes to his friends. Now, how many cupcakes are left with him? It's very clear he was having 4 cupcakes and he has given each one of them. So there are no cupcakes left with him. Or we can say that zero number of cupcakes are left with him. But keep it in mind that he has borrowed one cupcake from his sister. So in actual, -1 cupcake, which means that one cupcake he has borrowed, he was not having that. It does not belong to him. So in actual, he was having only 3 cupcakes and he will have to return one cupcake to his sister. So he will be left with 2 cupcakes only. The numbers with a negative sign are less than 0. They are called as negative numbers. So, integers is a set of numbers in which the whole numbers are there and negative of all the natural numbers are there. If I represent the set of natural numbers as n, with 0 if it is added, we get whole numbers. With the negative of natural numbers, whole numbers are added, we get the set of integers. Here you can see that the set of natural numbers along with 0, we get the set of whole numbers. The set of whole numbers with negative of natural numbers, we get the set of integers. Remember, the set of integers is represented using capital letter I or capital letter Z. This capital letter Z is used because in Latin word Zahlen refers to counting of the numbers. So this word Zahlen from Latin is taken to represent the set of integers. So set of integers, they contain all the negative numbers. You can look at the negative numbers over here, and 0 and the natural numbers. So it is having negative numbers, 0 and positive numbers. To represent this set of integers on a number line, we need to have a number line first. Then we need to represent it like this: 0 at the center and positive numbers towards the right side, negative numbers towards the left side, and very importantly, the distance between the consecutive numbers, they are same. If the distance between 0 to 1 is taken as 2 centimeter, the distance between 1 to 2 is 2 centimeter. Same way, the distance between -4, -3 is also 2 centimeter. So always very important that when we represent line, we use this symbol arrows. This indicate that the numbers are there after 6 also, after -6 also. The line can be extended infinitely. All the positive numbers are towards the right side of 0. All the negative numbers are towards the left side of 0. Now we shall learn opposite integers. In other words, it's also called as additive inverse. The opposite of an integer is at the same distance from 0 but in the opposite direction of the number line. Therefore, one integer will have a positive sign and the other will have a negative sign. Look at this number line. This 5 and -5, they are opposite numbers. This 5 is, say, 5 units away from 0 in the right direction, right side of 0. -5 is 5 units away from 0 in the left direction. The distance between 5 and -5 from 0 are same. So we can say that 5 and -5, they are opposite integers. Opposite of an integer a is -a. The opposite of integer -a is minus of -a, which is positive a. It is like negative of -5 is positive 5. This means opposite of -5, which is positive 5. And opposite of 5 is -5. Opposite of 5 is -5. Hope I have made this clear. Now, given any integer, say 10, its additive inverse is -10. Given an integer -25, its additive inverse is positive 25. Now we shall look at this question. Write the opposite of the following integers. -25, the opposite of -25 is positive 25. The opposite of positive 16 is negative 16. The opposite of positive 7 is negative 7. The opposite of negative 100 is positive 100. In other words, I can also say like additive inverse of minus 25 is positive 25. Additive inverse of minus 16 is positive 16. Additive inverse of positive 16 is minus 16. So on like that. In tomorrow's class, we shall discuss few operations on integers that includes addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. We shall also learn the meaning of absolute value of an integer. So with this, I am going to end today's session. We shall discuss operations on integers in the next session. Thank you.